Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the LA Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from LA in a moment. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. That is caught. It's the tight end Tunyon. 23 yards, the final tally. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Fields going to move him around. Fields. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option right is Fields. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. Nice little juke. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You look at this Bears defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Chargers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Running left, it's A-Chain. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. There he goes left side. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Homer. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Don't jump. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run here with Herbert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Here's Tua. He finds his target, Allen. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right, come on.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
21G, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua. Mechie has it on the slam. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Come on, two. Hey. Solo left Zion. All right, let's go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown! Donald Parham, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was...
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Easy.
Herbert once more. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Play action. It's Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
11. Hey,
Here's Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you back over to
these
Orlando.
Two teams running through their final adjustments before they head back out of the tunnel.
Coachman.
And for the call of the second half, let's go back to SoFi Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's A-Chain headed right. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Get to the line!
Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's second down and 8. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Hand off right side for Herbert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. Herbert now on the option. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Play action, now it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Tua signaling to change things up. On 2nd down, Tua. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Give him 30 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. A give left side here for Herbert. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Fields on 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Step. 20, TX. Out.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields changing the play. Fields. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll audible to something else. Herbert powering up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Fields on 1st down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Here's 1st and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. A chip shot here. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
All right, fellas, listen up and 20 CX.
Now Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
All right, let's go.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Tua going to change the play.
21G.
H.A. now up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hey, turbo one, turbo one. Hey, let's go.
Throwing Tua. H.A. on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Go ahead.
Now 2nd and 4.
21G, 21G.
Tua. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st down.
left Zion. Hey, hey.
Here's Tua. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he will have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with 17 seconds to play.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just one start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And the defense here giving him no recourse but to get out of bounds after a gain of just a yard.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession. He's got him in. Complete. He's to the 10. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's the Bears who come away with the victory, and that's thanks largely to the play of their quarterback, Justin Fields, CD.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for the Bears, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. That'll do it for us.